If you are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker, you're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail price.
Nike recently revealed the biggest bombshell in women's sports, and the financial fallout is already rocking the whole business. Stop everything you're doing. Officially present is Caitlin Clark's distinctive logo, and the sales figures are astounding.
And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff, just like we have.
After months of anticipation, Nike finally made the decision to release what may have been the most anticipated logo reveal in the history of women's basketball. Nike was launching a financial powerhouse that was already changing the economics of women's sports when Caitlin Clark sat down and revealed those interlocking CS with that secret third C concealed inside.
It's growing on me. I do. I think I like it. I went to order a t-shirt and I can't get one. We're on that pre-order action, I guess. Comparison, this is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo. And I was like, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart.
Clean, elegant, and readily recognizable is the design itself. A smaller hidden C that represents how her game was created from the ground up is interlaced with two larger Cs that symbolize her magnetic connection with fans worldwide. A result of her unwavering determination, passion, and never-ending quest for excellence.
Double C on my jacket like Caitlin Clark. Flau'jae Johnson called it with her reference to CC in her song, because finally Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features two C's. Caitlin Clark, of course, her name. I've joked about this situation for a while when people wonder what was going on with Nike, and I just can't imagine they would sign her to the deal that they did and then not eventually have some big product on the way. And of course, she is part of the partnership as well. Perhaps she could have been promoted more in the meantime, but regardless, she's so popular, all you got to do is drop a link.
In order to produce something that reflects her accuracy, strength, and special capacity to motivate the next generation, Nike and Clark meticulously considered every little detail. However, this is what is making everyone go completely crazy. The market's initial reaction was nothing short of spectacular.
It looked like Caitlin Clark just gifted her entire team her signature merch, but it wasn't just the team. Every fan that shows up to Gamebridge tonight will get the first release of Caitlin Clark's signature merchandise from Nike. Caitlin Clark is simply the talk of the internet today. Her and Taylor Swift broke the damn internet. Yes, bro. And for all the people that was hitting me up about Caitlin Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports.
Subscribe if you're enjoying it. Let's discuss what transpired when this logo was released. After increasing steadily, Nike stock saw yet another huge surge as investors realized they were sitting on a gold mine. The day following Clark's logo reveal, the company's shares continued their post-earnings bounce, rising 3%, bringing their overall gains to 17% as their quarterly results surpassed forecasts.
That says, Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking Cs. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the court. Celebrate her logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of like squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet. But you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out lickety-split.
And this is only the start. When Caitlin Clark's iconic shoe debuts in 2026, industry analysts estimate it may bring in an incredible $100 to $150 million for Nike. Renowned sneaker industry insider Nick DePaula is known to have stated, "I believe Caitlin's shoe might generate $100 million in sales when it launches. It has the potential to rank among the top 5 hallmark teams in basketball overall, not just in the W." But hold on, things get even stranger. With estimations as high as $150 million, some projections are pushing that figure even higher, making Clark's signature line one of the most prosperous basketball shoe brands in recent history.
And all it took was for her to take to social media to make this announcement, for everybody to go into a frenzy, and for, I think, the vibes to pick up just a little bit. It's that genuine love the fans have for Caitlin Clark. And the logo, pretty dope. Pretty dope, if I do say so myself. You see it right there. That's the look at it from the truck. They're going to be having to back up Brinks trucks to deal with all the orders that are coming for that sucker. But Caitlin Clark makes the announcement, says that the signature line is on the way in 2026.
The detractors don't want to acknowledge this. Caitlin Clark does more than just sell goods. She is changing entire market segments by herself. The lady who accounted for 26.5% of the WNBA's total revenue in 2024 is now in a position to help the league's economy by up to $1 billion in 2025. Her impact on Nike in particular has been enormous. Do you recall Nike's Kobe V Pro trainers in the Indiana Fever colors? They sold out in a matter of minutes, and the average resale price shot up to $375 right away, with some pairs reaching $800. Athletes don't typically demand that. That's the realm of celebrity cultural icons. The sales figures for the jerseys are equally crazy. In 2024, Clark's Indiana Fever jersey was the second best-selling basketball jersey in the NBA and WNBA after Stephen Curry's. Sales of her jerseys increased by an incredible 1,193% in 2024, and she continued to hold the top spot for WNBA product sales in 2025.
Caitlin Clark's new Kobe Bryant 5 sneaker sells out online in minutes. There hasn't been this much calamity over a white woman's shoe since Cinderella and the glass slipper.
And of course, just today, Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe. I also heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlin Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand for Caitlin.
Nike was the first to realize that they were doing more than simply signing a basketball player. They were making an investment in a phenomena of culture. The Nike strategy was referred to by Jefferies analysts as a daring wager on women, realizing that the business is entering one of the sports markets with the quickest rate of growth. Nothing could be more ideal in terms of timing. In 2025, women's sports are expected to bring in $2.35 billion worldwide, a 25% increase from 2024. Basketball is expected to become the highest-paid women's sport, surpassing football. This year, women's basketball alone is predicted to generate over $1 billion in income, primarily because to players like Clark who increase investment, ticket sales, and merchandise. In recent quarters, Nike's women's training wear has already shown high single-digit growth, and that was before to the unveiling of Clark's logo. The business is reaping the benefits of its investment in WNBA players like Clark, Wilson, and Sabrina Ioanu. After its online debut, Wilson's signature shoe sold out in less than 5 minutes.
The hardest logo, man, right now, currently, man. This is so dope, man. Oh, Nike. Y'all did a good job with this, man. This is so clean. Go on her shoes, for shirts. Oh, man, that's going to be so raw. Clark with the hardest logo in the game right now, man. That shit is super clean. I love it. I love it. It's super dope, man. Hey, Clark, just when they want to be dropping they stuff, you know you got something in the works, man, and you going to drop it. It's going to be way harder than everybody else's shit, man. The new God Caitlin Clark logo, man. Super sick.
However, this is when the intriguing part begins. Expected to debut in the spring of 2026, Clark's signature shoe will be more than simply another basketball sneaker. It will be a cultural occasion. To make sure they get it properly, Nike is taking their time and going through a rigorous 2-year development process. Already, the excitement is reaching previously unheard of heights. According to Depballa, Nike had the option of releasing the shoe sooner for the NBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis, but they decided to take their time. He clarified that they want to do it correctly, realizing that this release must be flawless. It is anticipated to become one of the select few hallmark basketball teams when it launches. Throughout the WNBA's 28-year history, only 12 women have been given signature trainers, whereas over 22 NBA players currently possess their own pair. Clark will become the third active WNBA player to wear a Nike signature sneaker, following Wilson and Ionescu.
And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style, the luxury department style, almost a little bit getting out of sporting. If they successfully do this, this has never been done. Never been done. A sport brand turn luxury brand, and it's affordable. Affordable. See, that's the whole thing. It's a luxury brand that's affordable and it's fashionable at the same damn time. And if this is how the ladies stuff look, I'm desperately seeking how the men stuff look.
There are a ton of direct merchandising potential. Beginning on October 1st, Clark's logo collection will feature high-end items for adults in addition to t-shirts, sweatshirts, shorts, and pants for all ages. If history is any guide, a navy and yellow logo tee that goes on sale even earlier on September 1st will sell out right away. Since the 2024 season began, WNBA retail sales have grown by 500% league-wide, with player-specific items seeing a 1,000% rise. Clark has been the primary contributor to these figures, placing 6th among basketball players, including NBA stars, and among the top 20 selling athletes in all sports. The impact is not limited to Clark's merchandise. All WNBA gear sales increased by over 500% in 2024 compared to 2023, according to Fanatics. Additionally, WNBA-related sales at Dick's Sporting Goods increased by 233%. Everybody's boats are being lifted by Clark's increasing tide.
To me, this is more than just a logo. It's a dream come true. People always talk about leaving your mark on the game, and this is another way I can do that. That Nike shoe is going to sell. If you had Nike stock and you were worried about it, this is the event to alleviate some of that stress. This is the moment to rejoice. And there you have it, Caitlin Clark fans and everybody who's been sitting on pins and needles about all this. It is finally on the way. The logo has been revealed. Soon enough, we will get the shoe.